That was Rex and Effect, Rump Shaker. So it's been a pretty rough little month for a lot of white guys. First, they get hit with a chair in Montgomery, and then the RICO in Atlanta. And so Donald Trump is fourth indictment. I guess there was a sweeping indictment with 19 people, including 2 black people. So it's funny because almost all the black people that listen to Trump end up getting in trouble. I don't care if you're Omarosa or Herman Cain. You can lose your career or your life. And now 2 more people are losing their freedom. But such is what happens in the wake of Donald Trump. The thing I find the most interesting is this is not one of those things that we have to speculate on. We all heard the call. I think that's what I find interesting is I talked about this last week, that the RICO law that is constituted in Georgia came about in 1980. And it was as a result of crime running rampant in Atlanta, state legislators getting together to give prosecutors far-ranging broad tools that would be easier to charge and convict young black men. And now that same law is getting old white guys, which I think is poetic justice. As a matter of fact, the place, Coffee County, which some of the indictees are from, the prosecutor in Fannie Willis's district wouldn't even have authority if it wasn't for the RICO law. Another thing that I find interesting is the conflation, all the people that defend Trump, and they always invariably conflate him with Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is a crackhead. There's no doubt about that. But even he doesn't have 100 felonies and a rape case. Hunter Biden has never taken an oath to uphold the Constitution. Hunter Biden, if he profited from his relationship with his father, if he did anything wrong, I think he should suffer the consequences of his action in a court of law. It's undeniable. I don't care what happens in terms of if he's done something illegal, he should get what people get who've done the crime he's committed. But as far as I know, a lot of well-to-do white guys do not go to jail for drugs. They don't go to jail for misdemeanors. Hell, we had a white guy a young white kid, raped somebody outside of a dumpster bin in Stanford at Stanford University, and nothing happened to him. We have a white guy killed 5 people in Texas, and he said his lawyer got him out because he said he was suffering from affluenza. I defy you to show me where very many white affluent guys named Hunter are in a penitentiary anywhere. But I'll leave that alone. You don't trust crackheads. I wouldn't trust crackheads in my house with my keys. I wouldn't trust them with my valuables. I know a lot of crackheads who have come from great families and done horrible things. And no one will conflate them to their parents. So I don't know what Hunter Biden did, but I know the one thing he did not do. He did not swear an oath to uphold the Constitution. He did not suborn perjury. He did not gather the nation's finest secrets and have them in full display. He did not try to see the slate of fake electors. Hunter Biden is a crackhead, but even that, he didn't do the things that Donald Trump has done. As a matter of fact, all of the people who have done all these wrong things, like if Hunter Biden is convicted of crimes and gets a conviction, he still couldn't vote. But Donald Trump, if he's convicted, he can still run for president. That is the backwards notion we find ourselves in. Now, I can't tell you why people can insist on conflating Hunter Biden and Hillary Clinton. None of them were ever president. None of them ever were. But if they did what they were accused of doing, they should go to jail. I said unequivocally, if Hunter Biden is guilty of these crimes, which I doubt that a dude named Hunter, like I said earlier, is going to go to prison for his crime, because too many people don't. I think if you're of a certain hue and a certain income bracket, you just don't go to jail. It's just the way it is. And I don't think he'll be any different. But I think when you try to conflate a crackhead to the presidency of the United States, so you're telling me a dude who's on drugs, a drug addict, should be held to a higher standard than the president, or that they should be both treated the same? One swore allegiance to a pipe and the other swore allegiance to the Constitution. Now, if Hunter Biden did what they said he did, and whatever the penalty is for that crime, he should suffer. I defy Republicans to say the same thing. Because in all of their defenses, they never say he didn't do it. They always say, what about, and how come this? And that's from everybody to Republican operatives, to the Washington Post, to the New York Post. They're all trying to defend and make this conflation between Hunter Biden and Donald Trump. Hunter Biden is a drug addict. Donald Trump was the former president of the United States. If we are going to hold the president, if the standard is what we do to a drug addict, then okay. But I'll tell you this. If Hunter Biden did it, and I say it here out loud, if Hunter Biden did what he's accused of, he should suffer the penalty for it. I dare you guys to say the same thing about Donald Trump. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.